Hi, my name is Dan Chlebowski, and I'm with Troyce Gatewood Partners here in Frederick, Maryland. I'm filming this video today to send out to prospective market centers who are interested in a training that we're offering. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the training, my team, and I'm happy to answer any questions. Anybody that has any questions is welcome to reach out to my cell phone directly. My number is 301-491-0969. And my email address is dan@troycegatewood.com, and that's TROYCE Gatewood, GATEWOOD.com. So first, just a little bit about myself and my team. My partner, Troyce Gatewood, and I run a team here in Frederick, Maryland. We currently have 12 agents and 3 admin. We do about 360 transactions a year right now, and on pace for probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 140 million to 150 million in volume. We're about 45 minutes outside of Washington, D.C. Our major focus on the team is based on training. We actually prefer to hire agents outside of the real estate industry. So most of our guys that are here and producing have been in the business for less than 2 years. We recruit them all out of other industries, so we really try to focus very highly on our training. One of the recent trainings that we just did was based on fear. Right now in the market and just in our country in general, we're all exposed to a lot of fear through social media, through the news, and all the outlets that we're currently receiving. And what that causes us to do in a lot of cases is to stop our progress and to slow down and to revert back to comfort and safety. So what we talk about in this class, and it was just something we created kind of out of necessity, because obviously, as you can imagine, having a bunch of agents that are newer to the industry and seeing these shifts for the first time in their career, it could cause them to have negative thoughts, to have more fear, to have more uncertainty. So what we started with was talking about what actually generates fear and where does it come from. This is a pretty interactive training. When we did it with our team, we had small groups that were breakouts for 2 to 3 minutes to come back with their answers. We found that to be very beneficial because we saw common themes throughout the answers. So we talk about where does fear come from? What causes it? And all of our groups shared. And then what we did was we related that back to specific instances. We talked about how we deal with fear in our life. We talked about on a personal level. But then the next step is we kind of take it to our brain chemistry. I'm a big Simon Sinek fan, and he does a really great thing if you ever watch his old TED Talk, where he talks about the golden circle. And it's based off of his original book about finding your why. And what he does is he draws out a picture of these circles, and then he relates it back to the human brain and how it works. Basically, the concept is the part of our brain that elicits hormones and feelings and emotions doesn't necessarily communicate language. So what's very common is we may not be able to put into words what we're actually feeling. It's that gut feeling. So a lot of times we have these natural tendencies, but we don't understand how to verbalize it. So it's very difficult to discuss these things. So we talked more about that and how our brains work and how our brains are trying to basically protect us, and that's the benefit of fear. But stuff's not chasing us anymore like it used to, so it's not like a deer fears a lion. It's fear in our daily lives. So we talk about how to cope with that and also kind of how to reprogram our brains. And we also talk about the big benefit that comes out of fear right now. The nice thing is, while so many people are afraid, so many people are talking negative, and even realtors are, and you have conversations with other agents, you hear a lot of negative things about the market, about interest rates, about these opportunities, when really it's just about how you frame it. So we talk about how to change the narrative and how to be a positive light for your clients, to use social media, to use video to our advantage during this time, because the nice thing is right now, everybody's talking negative. If we can show people the positive light, that will bring a lot more people into our circle to allow us to help them with our real estate transactions. Where in the past, that wouldn't have been the situation. When the market's good, everybody has positive. Everybody talks about positive. The public believes it's positive. So there's not really a way to differentiate yourself. So the great opportunity we have right now is to take this fear that everybody is dealing with and flip it around to the positive. Fear is solved by information. What we always find when we do those group settings and we ask people, hey, where does fear come from? What is it? It's all based around the word uncertainty. We then focused on a few strategies that we could use on our team to convey certainty to our clients. What things can we convey to them so they can see the benefits that are out there right now? Our agents seemed to find it beneficial. It allowed them to hold each other accountable to the language they were using, to the script practices, and it altered the way that we kind of do our scripting right now. So I'd love to share that with your agents in your market center. I do ask that they are prepared to be able to get into small groups and have great conversations, especially through Zoom. Sometimes it's very difficult, but if we can have that interaction and kind of have a mediator to pass back the stuff so I can make sure I'm hearing everybody correctly, it's going to make it much more beneficial for everybody. So I'd love it to be a real interactive thing. I'd love to answer any other questions you have about us or our team or what we're doing. My role here on the team, I'm an agent. I do roughly about 50 transactions myself. I've brought my production down a little bit because my major focus is hiring, training, and recruiting here on our team as well. So as a director of team development, we really try to focus on getting more than just your typical real estate trainings on our team. So any questions you have for me prior to scheduling this, I have no problem answering. Again, my number is 301-491-0969. My email is dan@troycegatewood.com, TROYCE, Gatewood, then GATEWOOD.com. The training took about 30 to 45 minutes when we did it on our team, so I'd love if that works for you guys, if you'd like me to shorten it or anything along those lines. Feel free to let me know what your goals are with your team. If there's anything specific I can tailor to, I'd love to do that. And then we can get something on the calendar, and yeah, just love to connect with you guys and let me know if you have any other questions. So thank you so much, and I hope to hear back soon. Bye.